Okay, good. Hello, friend. So today we are discussing about some related question KVS PGT Computer Science 2023. So first question, which of the following is true about ER diagram? So true is objective of ER diagram is to provide logical view of the database. So it is not physical view, it is provide ER diagram provide the logical view of the database. Next, total and partial participation with reference to the ER diagram can be considered in the form of, so here option is user defined integrative constraint. Next, which of the following has some expressive power with regards to relation query language? So here option CD is correct. So relation query, relation algebra and domain relation calculus restricted to shape expression, and the relation algebra and tuple relation calculus restricted to shape expression. So relational algebra and domain relation and calculus and tuple relation are safe. Next is which of the following correct true about true statements is select with the distinct is equivalent to the projection operation is true statement. So select with distinct is equivalent to projection. So projection, here you can see the solution select with distinct in SQL equivalent to projection operated in relational algebra. Select alone cannot eliminate the duplicate values, so B option only correct. Now, which of the following SQL aggregate function? Correct. So, correct answer result count can never be empty. Next is which of the following is true about a given dependency? It forms redundancy and allowed in 3NN. This is true statement. Next is this equation is in 1NF. Now, in relational model, the number of attribute and number of tuple in a relation are termed as degree and cardinality. Data mining is called the collection as computer processing. Python is a programming language. Next, process of extraction is called mining. Next, how does a command start, that is hash? Next, which of the following floor operation, that is double slash? Next, fork operation, if you see there are two fork operation called, so 2 to the power 2 minus 1, that is 3 answer. Next, which of the following priority inversion problems a priority inheritance protocol is called priority inversion? Which of the following is true about swapping? Swapping is moving data from memory to memory swap one on the hard drive. Next, suppose we have a system which all process request resource initialize before the start of the execution. Then this approach violates which operation of the deadlock, that is hold and wait operation violate. See here, a system which all process request resource initially before uh, start execution violate the condition of hold and wait. Next, 2 to the power 28 is a physical memory and 256 is the logical memory, and the page size is given 2 to the power 10. How many bits in logical address? So here is a page logic for logical address page and offset is given page 256, that is equal to 2 to the power 8, and offset is 1024. Here offset is given 2 to the power 10, that is equal to 1024. So 10, here you have to add 10 and 8, 256 and this in simple paging system with 2 to 8 byte physical memory, here it is not required physical memory, only for logical address is given. So you have to consider this logical address 256 pages, you have to minus with 2 to the power 10. Now next, on the system simple segmentation, that is segment table is given. So what will be the physical address for logical address is given 2600. Here for the segment number 2, the length of the given 600. Here you can find that is 2600. 600 length is equal to 600 less than 700. So 600 plus 870. 870, this here you can see 870 base and length is 700. 870.
কালকে যে শনিবার দিন যে আরো 250 টাকা দেওয়া হয়েছিল তোকে, সেটা বাবাকে বলতে বলা হয়নি, সেটাও তো লেখা হয়নি।
Hmm.
হ্যাঁ, সেগুলো তো বলবি মনে করে। বাবা পাবে না টাকাগুলো, পুরো আমি ওখানে নষ্ট করে দিয়েছি।
Next, match list 1 and list 2. Select the correct answer using the code given below the list. So round robin, scan, LIFO and FIFO. Here given 1, 2, 3, 4 and this schedule. So 2 round robin is 1, 2 A. 2 match with A, scan. Scan match with A, that is this scheduling algorithm. Then 4B, 4 FIFO, 4B. 4B is batch processing. FIFO is batch processing. Then 1C, round robin is time sharing. And 3D, LIFO is last in first out method is in 3D, interrupt processing. Okay, and 4 is B, 4 batch processing, FIFO, first in first out batch processing. Round robin is related to time sharing and scan as a scheduling. Here you can see Chinese scheduling batch processing works in FIFO and interrupt processing uses LIFO. Next, which of the following correct about the reference count field in the inode? So it count the number of hard link pointing at a particular nodes. So pointing is depend on the reference of the counting. Next, switching between user level threads of the sample processes is often more efficient than switching between kernel thread because mode switching is not necessary. Next, if one or threads in multi-threaded process is blocked on IO, which of the following is true? So the entire process will block if there is no kernel supported the thread. If no kernel is there, then entire process is blocked. Now the process control PCB of all running process decide which of the following. So PCB is process control block is running on RAM, that is random access memory. Next, which of the following pair of application layer used to download email? For download email we use POP3 and for retrieve mail we use IMAP. Which among the following is the correct matching? So a simple mail transfer protocol, you can see simple mail is application layer, BGP is network layer protocol, TCP is transport layer and PPP is data link layer protocol. Next, which of the following ensure data integrity? That is checksum is related to data integrity. For detecting and correcting error, TCP checksum used for data integrity. Next, which of the following timer is used to serve window size 0? So window size 0 here, persistence timer. A persistent timer used to deal with 0 window. Next, which layer TCP/IP is we call end-to-end, TCP/IP we call host-to-host protocol also. Next, what is the sender window size? So here the sender window size for go back in sliding window. For selective repeat SWS less than equal to 2 to the power n minus, and for go back SWS less than 2 to the power n. Next is which of the following OSI model layer is considering thickest layer? Thickest layer is transport layer. Transport layer is considered thickest layer as it allows multiplexing and demultiplexing data flow with flow and control mechanism. That's why it is called thickest layer. You can add like T for transport, T for thickest. A host with IP address is given. Now it is here is 2000, that is the source address, IP address, and destination is 2 to the power 255 dot 255 dot 255 dot 255. The source IP address is same as whatever the given in the question, and destination IP address is limited broadcast. That is, this is a we use this as a destination IP address. Next, and the address resolution protocol ARP is very most important question for KVS, finding the MAC address that correspond to an IP address. We have to finding address resolution protocol. By using address resolution protocol, we can finding the MAC address where correspond to an IP address. These two options most confusing for the address resolution protocol and for allow to host find MAC address of a target host of the same physical network and given only target IP address. So it is finding MAC address that correspond to an IP address. Remember, ARP we use finding MAC address correspond to the IP address. Whenever target IP address given, then at that time we can find the MAC address. Next, and that is firewall is used for security of the system. And next is eavesdropping, the process of extracting information from the channel is called eavesdropping. Next is this here you have to character is given 130, so that is character is given print a percent d. So as a character the range between minus 128 to 127. So therefore 130 percent the answer is 120 minus 126. Next is this is the equation is given here, you will get the compile error. Why? Because for example this is the explanation, you can see both the operator of the mod not integer type. Next is this, so here you answer get this. See, in KVS C is not there, only Python is there, C programming language is not there, so you can skip this. So these all are related to C coding. Next, this one, if we implement a stack using a single linked list, and how much push and pop for push pop operation is called O1 and O1. See, data structure is also not there in KVS syllabus, but you can see the syllabus is given that it will touch the master degree level also. Circular concatenation to list O1. So circular doubly linked list is used for timing is time complexity is O1 for circular doubly linked list. Which of the following application make a circular linked list allocating CPU to the resources is used for circular linked list? Next is this is also here answer is 0. So option B is correct. Next, throw. Throw is not a keyword in Python. Other are keyword. Python is a general purpose encoding language, which means it may be used for other form software like HTTP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So as for Python 3.8, the 35 there are 35 keyword in Python. So throw is not a keyword. Now AVL tree is used basically for search, insert, and delete operation. Worst case time complexity is search, insert, delete operation. Binary search. Here you can see this is arrange the binary search tree. So here the height is 4 minus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 minus 1, that is 3 is height for the binary search tree. Next is ON and ON login. ON is for the best case of insertion sort is ON, and bubble sort is also ON, and quick sort is ON login. That is best case time complexity. Next, which of the following is true for merge sort? Or merge sort is work better than quick sort if the data is slow sequential memory. Next, merge sort is table sort by nature. Merge sort outperforms heap sort this particular situation. So these are all statements are true regarding the merge sort. Next, if an arithmetic operation goes in left to the operator, C++ programming operator is left side. Next is which are the following polymorphism here? Float int character. Here in polymorphism you can means that the same function by changing the types of the number of arguments. So we have only two operations with the same function name, but the one can observe the one option type name number of parameter all are same, which will lead to an error, hence that wrong option different type. Here you can see the explanation of polymorphism. Here this option the name is different function and function one, that's why it is incorrect. Next, Guido van Rossum, developer of Python programming language. Cyber Security Act, that is Information Technology Act, is cyber security. Next, National Cyber Coordinator Center is scan web traffic to detect the real-time cyber security threat. It is being implemented by CERT in. Next, which of the following regarding National Cyber Summit? Cyber Summit, the option 2 is the only correct option. That is, the conference was organized by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Next, so correct about SQL, and SQL is order, none of this is correct. Here SQL automatically eliminate the duplicate no, and SQL query will not work if there are no indexes is there. SQL query will work. SQL permit attribute the repeated then same no. So, next is which of the following false regarding SQL statement? Keyword can be abbreviated or split across line. Keywords can be, that is false statement. SQL statement are not case sensitive, it is true. SQL statement can be done one more line, yes. And clauses are usually placed on separate line, that is also yes. Keyword can be abbreviated or split across the line, this is wrong, false. In a statement, keyword like select from, these all are keyword. Can be abbreviated, while SQL star plus command can be abbreviated. Example, the ESCED. Also, keyword cannot split across the line in SQL, so they are single line. Next, which of the following not a problem solving? That is, memorization is not a problem solving. Problem solving is not based on the understanding and use of is not based on the understanding and the use of sequences step. Also, problem solving is not the based on understanding. This approach is referred to problem solving or group of contexts, but can also be easily adapted to work individual level trying to solve the complex. However, mistake. And old age, here you can see this is the things. So problem solving is not based on understanding. SQL star plus equal to this. This is concatenation operator for concatenate a column. Next, this is the CFG. First is a B. This C follow first BN and follow is PC dollar. See, this automata is not also not there in your syllabus. You can skip this. This one following sequences operator are used on schema. So in which of the following database schema can be changed? Select union, select differences. So project Cartesian product and rename operator changed in the schema. Other don't change the schema. So project and Cartesian product, yes, and rename operator is used to change the schema. So this is not used to change the schema. Next, here the fourth stage is given, that is pipelining this science clock frequency 1 by cycle time. So here from the maximum time is 3, so that is 1 by 3 10 to the power 9 nanosecond. You have to convert in megahertz. Next 89 10 is represented in sign 2's complement. The sum of bits will be 5. Here 89 binary representation of 89 is this. You can do the binary representation 89 divided by 2. Okay. Next minus 89 2's complement means until first one is get 2's complement of this is a two's complement. Here you can see one, and when first one get, then after this 0 become 1, 0 become 1, 1 become 0, like this in two's complement. So sum of the bit is 1 2 3 4 5 bits are there, 5 ones are there, so that's why 5 is the answer. Next, CSMS CD. See, this time I have been correct. In the Ethernet network, what method is used to access all media? The CSMS CD is used to access all the version of Ethernet use the media access control protocol called CSMS CD. CSMS CD full form is carrier sense multiple access collision detection. A set of rules determine how network devices respond when two devices attempt to use data channels simultaneously. Next, in a multiplexer, the selection of input line controlled by selected line. Selection of input line controlled by selected line, not by data controller. Next, last question. See, this is the answer. Candidate key you have to find first. Candidate key is AE. From here candidate key is ADEC. So by using AE you can get all the attributes. So that's why now which of the following is boycott normal form. So R is not in 2N because AD is there, partial dependency is there. So we don't need to check any two attributes in BCNF. So in option you have to divide all the attribute. Okay, AE you have to see AE, CE, okay, CE, then AD also there, AD, then CDB. Yeah, this all attribute you have to uniquely identify. And last proficiency in computer is spyware in with respect to computer software. That is, this option is correct. Spyware basically it used to aim gather information about person without his or her knowledge. Next is megabyte is see 1024 MB. That is 1 GB equal to 1024 MB. Next, EBCDIC, the full form is Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange. Next, which of the following shortcut key for rename? Rename shortcut key is F2. Next is which type of software work with end user application? That is system software work with end user, control the hardware. All majority work will done by this. Okay, thank you. So please subscribe.